Hey you all, what's up? I'm here to bring you all a spirit baby message, okay? So I'm not gonna hold you all too long. So take what resonates and leave what does not. Never, ever, 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 ever try to force or make a message fit, okay? Some of it may be for you, all of it may be for you, none of it may be for you. Don't try to force something, okay? So let's get into the overall energy of the tarot deck and see what the spirit babies have to say. Or see what the energy is, okay? So we're going to see what the energy of the spirit babies is. Okay. The first two cards is the sun. And so when I see the sun card, right, this is a yes card. This is Leo energy, but this deals with your core values and your self-belief, right? So this is about your creativity, your passion, your drive. It's about believing and trusting in your intuition. It's about knowing that your third eye is open. It is also believing in and knowing that you can trust in your third eye and trust in your intuition, okay? So this is about knowing that you are being divinely guided. This is a yes. This is about elevation. It's about evolving. This is a yes card. So some of you are going to get a big fat positive between today is March 31st and the end of this week, okay? And so after the sun card, right, which is Leo energy, I see the four of wands, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. When I see the four of wands, right, there's both celebrations, right? I think of marriage, I think of pregnancy announcements, I think of wedding announcements, I think of moving into a house or buying an apartment or a car. So this is about some type of final, like it's about like some type of foundation, some type of strong foundation. I'm also seeing the Prince of Wands. There's Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. And so it's giving me the Phoenix rises, okay? About, and so when I see this, the Prince of Wands, it's like taking action, taking charge. And so I feel like this is wanted by both parties, okay? So let's see what else. The Phoenix rising, elevation, doing what makes you enthusiastic or passionate, okay? Now, I'm also seeing the death card. There's Scorpio energy. There's endings and new beginnings, okay? There's about releasing fear. It's about releasing anything that does not serve you emotionally, friendships, family members, okay? It's about like peeling the layers of yourself, dying to your old self, and renewing thoughts, renewing your emotions. And I see the Six of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. When I see the Six of Cups, it's about returning to your roots. It's about having a transformation. It's about doing what makes you happy. I'm also hearing that or feeling that the energy of past connections. Someone from your past you're going to run into. It don't necessarily have to be a lover. It could be someone who is a friend who like made you laugh, but this is about past connections, and it's also about healing emotions, okay? And that Six of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, if I didn't say. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Ooh, I know that's right. I'm seeing the Hangman. And so when I see this Hangman, right, it's about looking at things from a different perspective, okay? It's about abundance. It's about clarity. It's about evolving. It's about growing. I'm also seeing the Ten of Pentacles. When I see the Ten of Pentacles, I think about building a legacy. Maybe someone is going to go to the courthouse because someone does want to build and someone does want to get married. However, you don't have to have a traditional wedding, okay? When I see this building, it reminds me of the courthouse. So you can go to the courthouse and you can have a traditional wedding later on. But when I see this Ten of Pentacles, it's Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. I think of long money. I think of building generational wealth. I think of building a legacy. And it's also about knowing that your ancestors and your guides are around you. Also, some of you might be taking care of a older loved one, okay? Let me see what these cards are down here. I'm also saying the Magician. This is a magical, powerful time. When I see the Magician card, it's about knowing that you are the star of your reality. I feel like you are manifesting this, okay? I'm also saying the Page of Pentacles. It's about planting seeds, okay? And so this horse's saddle reminds me of like oranges or like a pomegranate or something with seeds. It reminds me of abundance, okay? So it's about like planting seeds and knowing that your dreams, the things that you were dreaming about is going to come into fruition. There's the Seven of Cups, okay? There's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. There's about being divinely guided and knowing that you sat down with your ancestors, your guides, and that you're not just sitting down and like being selfish, okay? You're not being selfish. You're actually sitting down with divine source and you guys are manifesting intentionally. I'm also seeing the Four of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And so it's like divine source wants you to know, I see you, and divine source is giving you a new overflowing cup of love. And so you see how you took this cup off of this rose. A rose is sprouting. A rose is blooming. I'm also seeing the Strength card. This is a Leo energy. And so all these roses are blooming. There's also about fire energy. It's about strength. It's about courage. Strength, courage, and wisdom. I'm hearing India Ari. I'm going to get one more tarot card, and I'm going to get into the actual baby, the spirit baby card, okay? Strength, courage, and wisdom. I'm saying the Prince of Cups, okay? So some of you are worried about this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I feel like this masculine is coming in with a love offering, and some of you all are going to actually get engaged. Some of you all are going to actually get engaged, get married. I see the Six of Swords. So there's about healing. It's about profit. It's about prosperity. It's about moving out of rough and choppy waters. It's about being rescued, okay? And so it's like being in all this water with these swords, and you are moving out of rough and choppy waters. And these ravens, these crows are going to take you to where you need to go. It's like transformation. So there's about healing, abundance, prosperity, and it's about not looking back. It's about not fearing, okay? I'm also seeing the Seven of Swords. Be mindful of who you tell your business to. Be mindful of who you let in on this pregnancy announcement, okay? The Seven of Swords is about somebody who is envious, or someone who feels like they're getting over, or someone who does not have your best interest at heart. And so we're going to get into the actual spirit baby card. And then I'm going to get into the 2-week wait sentence, okay? Both genders. This says both baby genders in your future. So when I see this both baby gender, this is a boy, this is a girl. You could be having fraternal twins, okay? Or you're manifesting both genders, but I think of twins. And so there's healthy pregnancy. It says, mom, pay more attention to your health during pregnancy. So make sure that you're paying attention to your health during this pregnancy. You're taking your vitamins. You're eating the things that you need to do that gives you the necessary nutrients for your body and the baby's body, okay? Let's see what else. Spring. And so I cannot make this up. We are in the spring. The spring equinox just started on the 21st. Today is the 31st. And so this says spring. It says a chance to conceive or baby delivery, okay? So there's a springtime confirmation. Some of you all are giving birth. Some of you all who are already pregnant are giving birth in the spring. And some of you are going to get your big fat positive by the end of this week, okay? Baby gender, surprise, surprise, surprise gender. And so some of you all are not going to want to get the sonogram, and it's okay. You want to be surprised, okay? You want to be surprised. It does not matter what you're having, as long as the baby is healthy. I'm just saying, that looks like it's insane. As long as the baby's healthy, it doesn't matter. So one more baby, one more spirit baby card. Or however many come out. I'm glad I said that because 2 came out. And so we have pregnancy. We have some difficulties during pregnancy. And so the energy that I'm getting, some difficulties during pregnancy, and then I see induced labor. So it's going to be like minor. It's going to be, you know what, I'm not going to say it's minor. When I see some difficulties during pregnancy, this could be pre-eclampsia, or like needing a cervical cerclage or something like that. Whatever this difficulty is, it's going to cause you to be, your labor to be induced. And so it could be pre-eclampsia, or your blood pressure being a little high, okay? And so don't worry, all is going to go well, okay? So this says birth. This says look for signs and symptoms of my birth, mommy, okay? And then I see Scorpio, October, November. So some of you all are going to have a Scorpio baby, okay? And so this baby will be born between October and November. And so we're going to get some 2-week wait symptoms, okay? Let's get some 2-week wait symptoms. We're coming up on 10 minutes, so yeah, I don't want to hold y'all too long. But congratulations. Okay. My eggs are healthy and happy to be released. I'm also saying Gemini baby, okay? There's Gemini baby. What else we have here? We have runny nose. So some of you are thinking you're coming down with the flu. And my right ear is ringing. Can't remember exactly what it means, but I know the answers and the guys are giving me a download. And so some of you are going to think you have a runny nose, or you're going to think it's your allergies. My eyes are starting to itch, but it's because you're pregnant. You might think it's sinuses. I'm about to go. I can't make this up. I'm seeing a Scorpio baby, okay? So there's a Scorpio baby. I'm going to get one more card. I see a Sagittarius baby also. And then I see, be gentle with yourself. You're doing the best you can, okay? So the spirit babies want you to be gentle with yourself. I'm also seeing 7 weeks, 7 months, and 7 years. The number 7 is very, very significant. I feel like you are being divinely guided and protected, okay? And so with that being said, I also see water birth. So some of you all are going to have water birth. And so I'm just nosy. But with that being said, thank you all for watching. Thumbs this video up, comment, subscribe, and tell your friends to watch this, okay?